built this probably, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, maybe even close to 20 years ago, and it's just falling into disrepair. It's probably past time for actually repairing and fixing this thing. But I've got several roses on this. I've got Rural England, I've got an unreleased climber from a New Zealand breeder, Rev Dor is over here, Gertrude Jekyll, New Hampshire State House for the late great Mike Lowe, good friend, is over there as well. So I need to get these roses off the fence, secure them so I can repair and replace what needs to be done. Well, the first step is very simple. It's pruning, basically, is what it is. And basically, I've got my main canes here. You remember from the former videos, main canes are the ones that come from the base. Laterals come off the main canes. So I'm going to take all these laterals, and I'm cutting back hard this time. Not just like a foot or 2 foot, like almost back to 6 inches. So, you know, I've got a butt eye here, and I've got a butt eye there. And same thing over here with this lateral over here. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing, is just continuing to take these laterals back, and then I can start to get the roses off the fence. I've gotten to a point where I just sort of want to stop for a moment and show you where I'm at. You may remember this rose, again, from the photographs you've seen or old videos that you've seen, or even from the beginning of this video, how bushy and full it was. And I'm taking it back hard. Like I said, I've cut the laterals back nice and hard. Let me see if standing in front of that helps you a little bit. You can see what I've done there. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, gosh, that rose is so much shorter now. Will it, you know, what's going to look like? Will it bloom? Well, here's the thing. It's not shorter. It's less bulky. Because I've left the main canes. Remember our rule. Leave the main canes, cut the laterals. I've still got lots of length here. When I repair this fence, I can put it back. The other nice thing it gave me a chance to do was to get in there and get out some old, dead old, big old canes. These were actually sawn right down to the base. You've heard me talk about this. Remove old canes to rejuvenate and get new growth. And I'm looking excited to see that this year as well. And my old Rev Dor, old friend on the other side, has been also kind of gotten the same treatment. Took an old cane out of it as well. And so that's where we're at. So right now, and I also just did this temporarily to secure these, just so they, you know, don't get windy and rock the lateral out and stuff in the wind. So that's where we're at. And right now, I start rebuilding the fence and the arch. The arbor's rebuilt, the fence is back up, and I can't be more pleased. If you remember, it was 2x2s up there before. I rebuilt it with 4x4s and sort of redesigned the structure to give it a little bit more strength to it. I put the roses back on, and I was going to film myself and show you how I did that, but then pruning season got in the way. But I still want to show you a couple of little tips of exactly how I tied these roses back onto this fence, a little of my theory behind it. So let's take a look. As I mentioned, I wanted to actually film me tying the canes on the fence, but unfortunately, pruning season did get in the way, so there we go. But what I've done with this fence is I've actually attached wire, but I've gone vertically this time. I want to try something different. Traditionally, you go horizontally with wire, maybe 3 wires, and tie them in. But I've got a vertical wire here. I've got another one right here in the middle. That's 4 feet. These are 8-foot panels. I've got another one there as well. This allows me to tie these canes at any height that I want to tie them to, as opposed to being, you know, sort of forced to tie them along those wires that are running horizontally. So as you can see here, I've done what I'm supposed to do. I've got them all running horizontally. Remember, that's that 45-degree bloomerama zone that we've got. And you can see the laterals that are just busting. You saw the canes when I pruned them. There was nothing left. Well, look at this. They're full of buds. Will this be as full as it has been in years past? No, it will not be as full as it has been in years past because I cut it really hard. But basically, I've got these going in a nice horizontal position along my wires, and I can't be more pleased with the results that I'm already beginning to see. I want to take a little moment to show you how I tie these canes to this wire right here. Now, if I took this cane and tied it right to the wire like this, I have a danger of that cane rubbing up against that wire. I don't want that because that could potentially saw away and invite some damage. So let me just get this out of the way for a second. Let me show you what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to take this plant tie right here, just a basic plant tie. I'm going to wrap it twice around this wire, tight as I can possibly get it because I don't want it to slide. Then, watch, I'm going to take this, I'm going to start to twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. As you can see, I am now building a buffer between the wire and the actual twist tie where the cane is going to go. So now when I bring this cane in and I tie it, it's now separated by the wire no matter what happens. And that's nice and secure. That's not going anywhere. But again, I have that buffer between my wire and the cane, so this cane will never touch and rub against that wire. Before I wrapped up this video, I wanted to come back out into the garden and show you the results. This was done about 3 weeks ago. We're 3 weeks after the earlier part of the video, and you can see, I mean, they're leafed out, they're budding up, they're blooming, they're doing extremely well in just a short 3 weeks. And I hope this video shows you, if nothing else, you can take roses off of a fence, an arbor, something you got to rebuild. You can maintain the length by reducing the bulk, but you're not going to lose that spring kabloom that I've got going on right here. So thanks for having a potter in the garden with me, and until we meet again, happy rosing.